what's up everyone, I hope you're having a nice day. Today we're going to be continuing our look at Alive by Pearl Jam. So in the last video we took care of the first part of the solo. So like I said, if you want to hear the rest of the solo, just let me know down in the comments. And if there's enough people that want the solo, then I will gladly, do the entire thing, the rest of it. I already did like the first third. But this video we're going to be taking care of all the rhythm guitar parts. So, there's of course two guitar players in the band, Stone and McCready, that's how you say it. But yeah, we're gonna be taking care of all the rhythm parts today. So let's get started right away. Alright, so we're standard tuning, so E A D G B E, standard. Alright, so we get started with the main riff of the song, which is also the verse. So what we're doing here is it starts off with a slide from around the 15th fret. That's what it sounds like. Then we're gonna do is hit the A power chord on the second for the D and G string. Alright, so after that, we're gonna slide into the 7th fret. Alright. Then you're gonna quickly hit the open D string. It's very subtle, very quick. Then hammer on from 7 to 9. And then come back onto that 7 with some vibrato on it. I'll play it slowly. Then we do this little like percussive hit, or you could do the quickly like open strings, D and G string just open quickly. But then you do the same riff again. So that part's the same, the first part. So after you do that hammer on from 7 to 9, you're gonna do a little bend and release on the 9th fret of the D string, and then you come back to 7. And you're gonna hit the open D and G strings. Of course, you don't have this much distortion, but that's how it sounds like. Alright, and then we also have, so that's the verse, also that's the intro and the verse, and we also have this other guitar part going on. So Stone is playing that part on the main riff on his Gibson, and Mike McCready is playing this part on his Strat. So what he's doing here is it's not a consistent rhythm. It's like, because it's very hard to hear because it's acoustic in the song. It sounds very acoustic and low in the mix, even though he plays it with an electric guitar. But you can sort of change up the rhythm as you feel it, of course. But when we play it live, I just like to follow the guitar riff that's being played by the other guitar player. So basically, what you're doing is for the entire verse, if you're not playing the main riff, if you have like two guitar players, then you can play this part which Mike plays. So we have an A chord here, A major chord. I also play here, but he plays it here because if you look at the live footage, that's 7th fret on the A string, sorry D string, 6th fret on the G string, and 5th fret on the B string. You can also have the low E and high E ring out because like E is already in the chord, so you're so allowed to have it ring out. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. You can also have the A string ring out because we have this A right here. So as you can see, it doesn't sound the best by its own, but if you combine it with other guitar riff, you can see what I'm trying to do, sort of matches it. So let me play it with the guitar riff in the background. So that's the intro. Basically just hits it. So the first time when he hits it, I don't really hear the open strings as much, so just play the notes of the chord. The second time when the whole band comes in, like then hit the open string as well. So before, when you want to mute it, just use your thumb from the top, like the Hendrix style right here. So let me play through it real quick, with the guitar riff and the rest of the band playing in the background with the intro. Alright, so that's basically with the other guitar player. So this is what Mike's playing. If you don't have two guitar players, I recommend just playing Stone's part, which is the main riff of the song. But if you have two guitar players, like the band I was in, you should definitely do this. This is the part I play. I just sort of follow along the main riff. Anyway, that's the verse of the song. Then we get to the pre-chorus. Well, before the verse actually starts, there's actually this little. So what we're doing is 4 hits down up down up down up on this chord right here. So 10th fret on the D and the G. Then this chord right here. 10th fret D string, 12th fret G string. And this chord right here, 10th fret on the D string, 9th fret on the G string. So, and you let this chord right here, you let it ring out a little bit, then the drummer does a fill, and then that's when Eddie Vedder comes in with the vocals, and the entire band comes in, together for the verse part. So that's the verse, and also the intro. So now we got to the pre-chorus. Pre-chorus is very similar to the part I just taught you, but it's like sounds like this. Well, it's only played twice actually, but yeah, you get the idea. So do that same thing I just taught you. Those first 3 chords. After you hit this chord with the 10th fret on the D and 9th fret on the G, you don't just let it ring out. Put some rhythm on it, because it's a pre-chorus now, because the vocals are still going, the drums are still going, the bass, everything's still going. So you don't just hold it like before. Now you're actually adding rhythm to it, so it sounds like this. So you do that twice, both guitar players doing it, and then one's doing a lower harmony, but both guitar players are doing it. Then you go into the chorus, which sounds like this. So we basically have. I'll tell you. You can figure out the rhythm. I'll play it along so you can hear and listen to stuff. But mostly, the best way to learn rhythm is by ear. But for the chords, there's basic 4 chords. You have an E major chord, open low E string, 2nd fret on the A, 2nd fret on the D, and 1st fret on the G. Then we go to a G major chord. 3rd fret on the low E string, 2nd fret on the A string, 3rd fret on the B string. If you want, you can add in the extra high note on the 3rd fret of the high E string. I prefer not to. So. Then we go to this chord, D power chord. So, 2nd fret on the G, 3rd fret on the B. Let me finish it off with an A power chord. So that's the same power chord I looked at before in the intro with the main riff. That's 2nd fret on the D and 2nd fret on the G. So we have this with the pre-chorus and chorus combined together. So one thing I will say is that I know there's 2 guitar players in the band obviously, and they're both playing this. But just to mix it up, what we did in my band, this is just like extra. You can skip over this part if you want, but this just sounds cool that we did it in my band. So when we play the song live, one of the guitar players, me, I play the chords like this. So I'm playing the basic chords, E major to G major to D power chord to the A power chord. Now the other guitar player what he's doing is playing in power chord form. So if you have an E major chord, instead of playing it like here, you play it in an E power chord right here, and then instead of playing a G major chord, he would play a G power chord. Instead of playing the D power chord. Instead of playing an A power chord, well, he's still playing A power chord, it's a different place. So he'd be going like this. So that's what we sort of do in my band. You know, we just do that live for fun because it sounds better. It sounds different. You know, two guitar playing, two different things. Not just we're just not just doubling the guitars and stuff. So it sounds better. But it's your choice if you just want to do this way, or if you want to do the power chord form. You know. Anyway, after that, then we have this interlude section that goes on after every chorus and also between the final chorus and it leads us to the bridge. So we have this. Alright, now we have this. Rhythm is pretty kind of more straightforward with some pauses in between. But basically, what we're doing is we have this chord right here, 9th fret on the D, not second, 11th fret on the G, not even close to the 2nd fret. I'm sorry, 9th fret on the D, 11th fret on the G, 12th fret on the B. So you do the couplets on that, you do a hits, and then just like a little pause in between, quick pause, then more hits, and then you go this chord. So this is a 9th fret on the A string. Then you're going to use your ring finger. Well, you can use whatever finger you want, but like you use pinky if that's easier for you. Well, I don't really like to use it because like it's harder to bar, but my ring, see, I can do the bar a lot easier. So we're having a bar right here on the 11th fret of the D, G, and B string. So we have this chord. So just we have that. That's the little interlude that goes on. Then we have the bridge section. Now the bridge section, there's some acoustic guitar parts going on, but the main idea is just basically this: lower volume a lot, and then so you have something like stuff like that going on. The main three chords that make it up though are this chord right here. So basically we have a 2nd fret on the D string, 2nd fret on the B string, and then the open D, and so the open G and B string. So then we go back to the same D power chord as before, 2nd fret on the G string and 3rd fret on the B string. So we have this. So this chord and this chord, or just open strings, are played right after each other. And then the D power chord, you sort of hold it longer in terms of the rhythms, you know. So you do that once, and the second time, after you do this, you hear this like little lick going on. So you're hammering on from 2 to 4 on the G, and then hit 2 twice more. And then there's little notes being picked everywhere. But basically, you build up back to the chorus, and then you get back to the chorus. Yeah, just the same thing twice. But anyway, just. Yeah, and that takes you back to the chorus basically, and then you run through the whole progression about, I think, 4 times, and then you go into the solo, which we covered the first third in the other video. But if you want to know, if you want to see the rest of the solo, just comment on that video or this video that you want to see it, because like I said, I only did about third of the solo, so second and third part, I'll do that right away. But hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and leave me song recommendations down in the comment section that I can teach, or anything else I can improve on in terms of my playing, recording, or anything really, because I just want to become a better guitar player, as well as a better YouTuber. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. Thanks for learning. I hope you enjoy the song. I really like it, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.